Most people believe their life will change one day. One day, they will become serious. One day, they will start working. One day, they will wake up early. One day, they will follow their dreams. But there is one dangerous word hiding inside all these thoughts: tomorrow. Tomorrow is where many dreams go to die. People say, "I will start tomorrow," but tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. And next month becomes another year. This is the story of a young boy who spent years waiting for the perfect time until he realized that the perfect time never comes. Many people are not lazy. They are not weak. They are not untalented. They are simply waiting. Waiting to feel motivated. Waiting to have more money. Waiting for support from others. Waiting for the fear to disappear. Waiting for life to become easier. But life does not wait. Time keeps moving. Every morning comes once. Every opportunity comes once. And every day you waste becomes part of your past. The truth is simple. You do not need a perfect plan to start. You only need the courage to take one small step. The story of Hamza. There was a boy named Hamza. Hamza lived in a small town with his mother, father, and younger sister. His father worked at a small shop. His mother stitched clothes for people in the neighborhood. Their home was simple. They did not have expensive furniture. They did not have a big car. They did not have a life full of comfort. But Hamza had one big dream. He wanted to become successful. He wanted to change his family's life. He wanted to make his parents proud. Every night, Hamza watched successful people on his phone. He watched students getting scholarships. He watched young entrepreneurs starting businesses. He watched people traveling, earning money, and living better lives. And every time he watched those videos, he said, "One day, I will also become successful." But Hamza had a problem. He was always waiting for the perfect time. He wanted to study, but he said, "I will start when I feel fresh." He wanted to learn a skill, but he said, "I will start when I get a better phone or laptop." He wanted to make videos, but he said, "I will start when I have a good camera." He wanted to exercise, but he said, "I will start from Monday." Monday came, but Hamza did not start. Another Monday came. Still, he did not start. Days became weeks, weeks became months, and slowly, Hamza started feeling disappointed in himself. One evening, Hamza sat outside his house. The sky was dark, the street was quiet. He could hear the sound of his father coming home from work. His father looked tired. His clothes were dusty. His hands were rough from working all day. Hamza looked at him and felt pain inside his heart. He wanted to help his father. He wanted to give his mother an easier life, but he was doing nothing. Not because he did not care, but because he was waiting for the perfect time. That night, Hamza opened his phone again. He saw one of his old classmates posting a picture. The classmate had started freelancing. He was earning money online. Another friend had joined a course. Another friend had started a small business. Another friend had improved his English. Hamza felt jealous. Then he felt ashamed. He closed the phone and whispered, "Why is everyone moving forward except me?" For the first time, he understood something painful. His biggest enemy was not poverty. His biggest enemy was not lack of talent. His biggest enemy was delay. The next morning, Hamza was walking to the market. He saw an old man sitting near a bus stop. The old man had a small table in front of him. On the table were old books, pens, and newspapers. Hamza had seen him many times before. But that day, the old man looked at Hamza and said, "Son, why do you look so tired?" Hamza stopped. He did not know why, but he sat beside the old man. Then, he told him everything. "I have dreams," Hamza said. "I want to improve my life. I want to help my family. But I keep waiting for the right time. I feel like I am not ready." The old man stayed quiet for a moment. Then he picked up an old pen from the table. He gave it to Hamza. Hamza looked confused. The old man said, "This pen is old. It is not expensive. It is not perfect, but it can still write." Hamza looked at the pen. The old man continued, "You are doing the same thing. You think you need a perfect phone, perfect plan, perfect mood, perfect support, and perfect confidence before you start." Then he smiled and said, "But son, no one starts perfect." Hamza listened carefully. The old man said, "The perfect time is not coming. The only time you have is today." Those words stayed in Hamza's mind. That evening, Hamza went home. He looked at his old phone. It was not expensive. It was slow. The camera was not good. But he remembered the old man's words. "This pen is old, but it can still write." Hamza opened a free English learning video. He studied for just 20 minutes. That was all. No big plan, no long timetable, no dramatic change, just 20 minutes. The next day, he studied again. Then he wrote 10 new English words in a notebook. The next day, he watched a video about online skills. The next day, he practiced typing. The next day, he learned how to write a simple email. Some days were difficult. Some days Hamza felt tired. Some days he wanted to return to his old life. He wanted to scroll on his phone. He wanted to say, "I will do it tomorrow." But every time that thought came, he remembered the old man. The only time you have is today. So Hamza did something small. Even on bad days, he did not try to do everything. He only tried to do one thing, one page, one lesson, 1 hour, one small step. Hamza's friends did not understand him. They laughed when he stopped wasting time with them. They said, "Why are you studying so much? You think you will become rich from your phone? Enjoy your life. You are still young." Hamza felt hurt. Sometimes he wanted to prove them wrong immediately, but he knew success takes time. So he stayed quiet. He kept learning. He kept practicing. He kept improving. At first, nobody noticed. His family did not see a big change. His friends did not see a big change. The world did not see a big change. But Hamza could feel it inside. He was becoming stronger. He was becoming more focused. He was starting to respect himself, because every day he was doing something his old self would never do. 6 months passed. Hamza had learned basic English. He had improved his writing. He had learned a digital skill from free online videos. Then one day, he found a small online task. It was not a big job. It did not pay much money. But Hamza completed it. When he received his first payment, he stared at the screen for a long time. It was not a huge amount. But to Hamza, it meant everything. It was proof. Proof that he could start with what he had. Proof that small actions could create real change. Proof that he did not need to wait anymore. Hamza showed the payment to his mother. His mother smiled with tears in her eyes. His father looked at him quietly. Then his father placed his hand on Hamza's shoulder and said, "I knew you had dreams. Now I can see you are working for them." That night, Hamza did not feel proud because of the money. He felt proud because he had finally defeated the habit of waiting. Years later, Hamza's life became better. He was not successful because he got lucky. He was not successful because someone gave him everything. He was not successful because life became easy. He became successful because he stopped waiting for the perfect time. He started with an old phone. He started with little knowledge. He started with fear. He started with doubt. But he started, and that changed everything. Remember this: a perfect plan is useless if you never begin. A perfect dream is useless if you never take action. A perfect time does not exist. Start with what you have. Start where you are. Start even if you are afraid. Start even if nobody believes in you. Because one small step today is more powerful than 100 big plans for tomorrow. Do not wait for your life to change. Change your life by doing one important thing today. If this story touched your heart, subscribe for more motivational stories that help you improve your mindset, your English, and your life. And remember, your future does not begin tomorrow. Your future begins with what you do today.